Okay, well, I guess we'll see if anybody pops in on YouTube. My chat, remember to guard your privacy, abide by our community guidelines. What's this right here? Hey, we got a like on the live. Well, that's kind of cool. Hey, we got somebody here. Trying to see if I can find out who. I don't see a chat. Okay. Well, hello to whoever's here. Um, guess we'll just wait to see. This is the first live stream that I've done, so I guess we'll wait to see if anything pops up as far as chat, because I don't know diddly about this. Hey, oh my God, Mr. Knob, how the heck's it going? So this is curious because this actually does puzzle me. I'm sitting here with the sample of the toasted, the Jack Daniel's Heritage that you sent me, and for some reason, are these single barrels? Do you know, or is this a batch product? Because if it's single barrel, then that answers the question. Because I got a bottle at Sam's Club, and I hooked up. Let's see, I hooked up Rance and Matt Henrik and Chris Cole with some of these bottles of the Jack Daniel's Heritage, and I got myself one batched. Batched, really? Okay. Um, that's wild because I've tried out of my bottle, and I'm not crazy about it. But this, I like, and that's weird. I don't know what the difference is. I mean I know that you would think, since I'm a third shifter, and you would think at the end of my day, even if it's 7 in the morning, that it would be like having in the evening anytime. But I'm finding that it's not necessarily the end of my day, that it's more of the end of the day. So it won't taste the same at 7 in the morning as it does in 7 in the evening. And I don't get that at all. It's still at the end of my day, and I haven't wrapped my head around the reason for that, because both times I've tried the Heritage out of my bottle that I've got at Dad's right now, I haven't cared for it. There's been something about it that I didn't care for. But like I said, I just poured this. Oh, they are. Okay. Well, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Because the one that I've got, I don't like. This one, I like. And I was bummed because I've got a pretty broad palate. And there's only like one thing I've ever drain poured. And if I drain pour it, it's bad. But this is reinstilling my confidence in this bottle, because maybe I'll try that bottle at this time of night instead of in the morning, because I mean the other toasted stuff I like. I like Penelope toasted. I like Elijah Craig toasted. I got a couple. The Michter's, the Michter's toasted. I like that. Somebody else is here. I wonder who else is here. Yeah, so I'm about to try this. Let's see, Hidden Barn Batch 1, worst bottle I've ever had. I have not had any Hidden Barn. If it's that crappy, you're welcome to send me. You're welcome to send me a sample, but Spenman. I don't recognize that name. Where are you from? But yeah, I don't. Every other toasted that I've had, I like. I've got the regular toasted California. Nice. If you hear any random noise, my cats are running around here being complete morons. So yeah. So if you hear some rambling or crashing or anything like that, it's probably the cats. Um, but Marshy726, welcome to the live stream. This is my first live stream, so if it ends up being a little bit of a train wreck, that's why. I haven't considered putting this in like regular YouTube mode. I was over on TikTok, and I don't have. I don't have a really good. I've got a good size following over there, but it's not comparable to the following I have on YouTube, and I know more people on YouTube. So I thought I'd pop over here, and I wasn't even aware that I could go live right now. I thought I had to have more subscribers and things like that. But I'm happy to be wrong, and that's nice. I've got 17 people in here, and that's awesome. Gamer Guy 1226, welcome in. Where are you from? And if you're drinking, what are you drinking? I was talking to Jason, and I'm having some of the. He sent me a sample of the Jack Daniel's Heritage toasted barrel, and we were just discussing the fact that the bottle that I have, I'm not too crazy about, but the one that he sent me, I do like. And now that I found out that they are in fact single barrels, that kind of makes sense. My TikTok is the same as this, Jason. It's just aged in oak. I think if you look it up by the username, I think it's aged_in_oak 2. I think is what it is on TikTok. Just right off the top of my head. But well, I don't have a favorite Fortnite season, Gamer Guy, because I do not play Fortnite. My head, my brain, my fingers don't get along with the dual analog controllers. It's actually quite funny to watch me play a game with a dual analog controller, because you would probably ask me if I have a mental issue, and even outside of that, I think I kind of do. Especially, Jason will tell you, I call a lot of bourbons as ryes, and that's got to be a sign of a mental issue, right? Yamaha X-Man 8XM. How's it going? Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's. I think it's my schedule, Gamer Guy. I used to play games long ago, and I got out of it with my schedule and everything. Yeah, I don't. If I told you the last platform I had, you would probably laugh me off of YouTube. What are Mr. Knob? If you're still here, what are you drinking? I cannot believe the difference between that sample and the bottle that I've got. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't looked at the old clock here. You're like 3 hours behind me. Oh yeah, yeah, it's still 4:45. So yeah, you haven't started yet. Time change. Well, Spenman, I do know about 6-7. I do know that it means absolutely nothing. I was watching something on TikTok, and it said that 6-7. It was something off of a video or off of a music video or something like that, and it means literally nothing. Jeremiah, how's it going, Jeremiah? So, I haven't gotten into that birthday bourbon yet. I haven't had any, and Dad hasn't had any, and I'm thinking about making a video out of that. I didn't think you'd probably mind that, Jason. I really enjoy that you get a lot of enjoyment out of watching those videos. Nick Mara 315, how's it going? Are you sipping on something tonight, or are you just popping in to say hi? So yeah, I'm probably going to wait and wait on the birthday bourbon to take it over to Dad's, and we'll try it and maybe make a video out of it. Well, I mean, Marshy, I like Gatorade too. I'm not gonna lie, I've got a bourbon channel. I like whiskey more, but I do like Gatorade. But what else did you send me, Jason? Oh, the Joseph Magnus. That'll be only the second sip of the Joseph Magnus that I've had. I had some at, I think was it Liquor Barn down by, I think it was down by Shelbyville when we went down to the Bourbon Trail the first time, and it was good, but it wasn't near as early of a batch as the one that you sent me, and I'm really thinking about cracking that next, because in fact I might have that after I have this. But at Joseph Magnus, I tell you, Nancy Fraley knows her stuff. Wow, that's good stuff. I got a couple ideas for blinds to send. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. And you don't have to apologize. I think you said something about, sorry, I can't keep sending you blinds like the one you sent. Dude, I'm just happy that you sent that one. I mean, I'm getting ready to do a video blinding like starter bourbons. So I mean, I'm gonna put JD number 7 and Jim Beam White and Elijah Craig small batch and Buffalo Trace, and putting all that stuff into Wild Turkey 101, putting all that stuff into a blind, and seeing what the best my favorite of the starter bourbons are. So I mean, just do me a favor, just don't send me Rebel 100, because that drain pour I told you about, that was the drain pour. No offense to anybody that likes Rebel 100, but I don't. So yeah, whatever you want to send. I mean, I'm open to whatever it is, and I'm just appreciative for what you send. And I haven't even tried that King of Kentucky yet. I almost want to make it. I almost want to make it a video just to. I've got a few smoke wagons, a few single barrels, and an older uncut unfiltered. I think you would enjoy. They're the high. Oh, the MGP mash bill. Okay. Okay. Question. You said they are. Oh, the high rye MGP mash bill. So, I've got, and it's you've been doing this longer than I have, but I've got a uncut the younger, let's see, a small batch. What's the other one I have? I forget what the other one is, but I I had the Uncut the Younger, which is, if I'm not mistaken, what they called um, the Desert Colt before they changed it to Desert Colt. Um, I do like Smoke Wagon, but the availability for the different kinds of Smoke Wagon is really crappy here. So you want to send me Smoke Wagon, you go right on ahead because I will graciously accept that, and I'll do videos on your blinds all day, and I don't care what it is. I mean, I used Only Drams last night to randomize randomize and give me a pour, and it popped up with a um, I don't know how obscure it is now. It was brand new to Ohio when I got it. It was an Irish, and I think it's a triple cask maybe. Forget. It's called Ush, and it's spelled UAIS, and I don't normally. Usually, I'll skip over the international stuff when I'm doing the pickle pour, and I thought, you know what the heck, I haven't had it in a while, and the last time I had it, it was quite a while ago, before I got into bourbon. It was back when I was just doing cocktails through a place called Shaker and Spoon, and my palate and my nose have been kind of opening up, and I'm getting more stuff, and it's coming off less as gasoline, and more, getting the flavors. And I was really kind of impressed with the flavor that came off this Ush. But let's see, Uncut the Younger, good. Mostly 6-ish. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, isn't 6 kind of, don't they call 6 kind of like the low end of the sweet spot? Like what they say, the sweet spot is the sweet spot like 6 to 10 or 8 to 12 or something like that? But a lot of people, dog MGP, and I don't know why, because I mean MGP is great. I mean Penelope is like, but I haven't made a secret of the fact that I love Penelope, and so I mean MGP is great. I mean, and look at the people, I mean, that are using it. I mean, Dan and Sean are using MGP, and Smoke Wagon's using MGP. I think Tin Cup is using MGP, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, my goodness, there's probably hundreds of NDPs that are using MGP stuff. And I like it because everybody kind of puts a different spin on it. I like the whole concept of being able to take that same stuff and send it here, and send it here, and send it here, and send it here, and everything that comes off of those are just so different, so good. Yeah, I'm gonna have some more of this toasted. Okay, that is crazy. I'm gonna see if I can. I think I'm gonna kind of hang on those, those R things that we do, Jason, and see if I can get somebody else's. See if I can get a single barrel from somebody other than around here, and see, and then put it against the one that I've got, because, yeah, I don't know. And like I said, maybe it's that time of day that I'm tasting it, and maybe I need to go over to Dad's in the evening and try that, and see if that makes a difference. Because I mean, somebody said, I think it might have been Josh and Aaron from Stuff and Whiskey. They said that when it comes to the old style bottles, the tall square ones, like the regular Jack Number 7, and then when you compare that to the yeah, it's not right here, like the single barrel proofs and the Coy Hill style bottle, that it's like night and day. It's like the stuff in standard bottles here, and the stuff in the Coy Hill style bottle is up here, and it's no joke, because I would still probably put the barrel proof rye from Jack Daniels as probably in my top three maybe barrel proof rye whiskeys period that's out there. I mean, Jack Daniels, when it comes to rye, is kicking some serious butt. I so wish I could get some of that Tanyard Hill. A bunch of the store the other day. I'm going to ship tomorrow, Tuesday, but I can be on Monday. You can look if you want to, but I don't know if you noticed on the Discord that I mentioned that I'm probably, with the exception of a couple raffles, gonna kind of put a freeze on it, because I just, I'm right at the end of a Thanksgiving shutdown for a week, and I've got a 2-week shutdown at Christmas, and so I'm probably not going to be buying much of anything. So let's see, is it Amica Gabo? They call it spirits because it possesses your spirit. It is wicked from the horn head. Well, I'm not quite following what you're saying. I don't know about it possessing your spirit. If it possesses your spirit, I think you've got other problems. For me, it's like everything else, moderation. Can you drink it responsibly? Can you control it instead of letting it control you? So hit me up after the first year. We had a ton of them sitting in the shelves here. I will definitely do that. I think I made the comment in the Discord that after the first of the year, the gloves might be coming off a little bit. I might be getting a little more. I mean, no, I'm not going to be buying. I'm not going to be participating probably in those wicked ones that you're in, but I'm going to get a little bit more active in the raffles and and some other stuff, and not going to be buying any BTAC. I don't know if you saw the post on the Discord, but we stopped at a place. I'm drawn. It was on the way back up from Nashville, Indiana. Stepson lives down there, and right there by Hard Truth. So I'm going to hit up Hard Truth when I pop in there. But on the way back, we stopped at a place, and they had like all the BTAC, the recently received BTAC. Oh, trying to win another King of Kentucky. What year? Because let's see, you sent. Was it 23? Was the one you sent the first time? 24, nice. And then memory serves, was it 20 or 21? Oh, the 24 and 21. There you go. Oh, you sent the 24 the last time? For some reason I thought it was a 23. Oh, no, that's right. It was a 24. That was a 24. Now I remember from the tag and from the video. Okay. Well, I just, yeah, you are an entirely different level than me. Maybe one of these days I could play in the what do they call it, the farm league of what you're doing, but if you feel so compelled to send samples, I mean, please don't send any of any more of the 24. That stuff is expensive, and I appreciate what you sent me, but yeah, that was awesome. But I did make the comment that I thought about maybe doing the 21 sample as a video too, because if you caught that in the blind video, I said you kind of made me a liar, because I said I'd never get to try it again, and then you sent it. So I might make that the part of the thumbnail and stuff like that, So, oh yeah, I'm a liar and stuff like that. Maybe, maybe that'll be fun. We'll see how that turns out. Poured some more drink before I make dinner. Nice. Is this the same one that you sent me the sample from? Nice. Where is that? You know what? I think I might have taken that over to Dad's. Like, the only ones I'm seeing up there now is the Joseph Magnus and the. Oh no, it says you sent me the label on the one you sent me says that you sent me 2020 GTS. Oh yeah, GTS. That was King of Kentucky. Yeah. So let's see. The GTS that I've got is a 23. I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll do a blind of the 20 23 versus the 20. Do you have a preference? Have you had? I'm sure you've had them both. Okay. 2020 is the favorite of recent years. Okay. Well, I will make sure that I'm completely blind because I don't want that to sway me. But I've only had the 2023 that I won, and the one you sent me. So, you know what? Now that I think about it, no, I think I did sample another one, but I couldn't tell you what year it was. This was a friend of mine from the bourbon group that I was in before I broke off and did my channel, and he had some, but I couldn't tell you to save my butt what year it was. But I mean, it was good. It was enough to make me want to go after it in those raffles. Hmm. Oh, okay. What is that? 130.4, and the one I've got is the. Let's see. Is the proof on the one I've got? Okay, the 23 is 135. Okay. Well, I thought that the 23 drunk a little under. Like it was. I would say that it drank at about. I'd say it drank about 10 proof points under. About 125 is if memory serves me, about where I thought that the 23 drank at. This almost makes me want to, since that toasted is going to be a regular offering, and Costco seems to be yeah, I know they're not Rise. I'm just never going to live that down. But you know what? You got to have something that you're not going to live down, right? And if that's going to be it, let's set that bar right now, and that's okay. I would assume that with Costco, I mean, they're only going to get so much off of one barrel, and then they're going to get another barrel. So from the time that I first saw it at Costco, it's been cleared out once and then refilled. So I would venture to say if it continues to stay there, maybe the next time I pop into Costco, now after the first of the year, if they still have it, I'd pick it up and see if it's a. Now, do they put the? I mean, I don't have my bottle here right now. Do they put the batch on the bottle, like like the like Michter's puts the batch on the ring there? I'm about, what are we to Louisville, babe? We're like 3.5 to 4 hours.
I would say 4 hours, 4.5.
I'd say we're about 4 hours. I think it takes about 4.5 to get to Beam.
Let me look.
Okay, barrel number is on the neck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know a lot of them are, and I would assume I would have assumed that they were. So yeah, I'll
4 hours, 5 minutes.
4 hours, 5 minutes to Louisville is what my wife is saying. You know, it was funny because we went down to to see the stepson down in Little Nashville, and we went down 65, and we got to Louisville March 10th through 17th. We'll have to see what the weather's like. And
what is it?
Well, Jason's mentioning that he's going to be in Louisville March 10th through 17th, and he says might have to find a place to meet up, and that wouldn't be a bad drive to do something like that.
Has he ever been to Hard Truth?
I don't know. Have you ever been to Hard Truth, Jason? Oh, okay. I'll meet you. Now you say, are you talking about meeting halfway between me and Louisville, or are you talking about? Let's see. Let's see what halfway between me and Louisville could be a few different places. I mean, okay, first trip. Oh, so okay, this is your first trip out here. Okay, cool. Let's see, places that we halfway between. I mean, as the crow flies, I mean, there's plenty of places, in that range, but the route down there isn't as the crow flies, but there's always, like Dayton, Cincinnati. It's not really between here and Louisville, but I mean it's between here and the overall area. But I mean anywhere, there's all kinds of places that we could do that. Hard Truth. I mean, heck, Hard Truth would be a great place to meet up. Hard Truth for us is about, I think it was about 2.5 to 3 hours for us to get to Hard Truth. We can figure it out when it's closer. Destiny, grab a poor meal. Yeah, that would be great. If it is Hard Truth, they've got a restaurant there that's really, really good. The bad thing about that is if you do that, you're kind of limited to, primarily Hard Truth stuff, which, don't get me wrong, is really, really good stuff.
3 hours, 19 minutes.
But yeah, that would be great. That'd be really fun to meet up and chat and do that. And hey, if it works out, I mean, even bring Dad. That'd be great. Yeah, I just turned a guy at works at one of the local liquor stores over in Fort Wayne. I turned him on to their Double Oak Rye. That was probably, I mean, I think the first thing I had from Hard Truth was their High Road Rye, and then I think I went to their Double Oak Rye. Yeah, I think Dad would enjoy meeting you too. And then we had a rep came in to a local liquor store promoting uh, the stuff when they were doing. I don't think it was. I think it was when they put out bottle number 3 of the Mellencamp collaboration, and I bought Dad that bottle, and then shortly after that we went on the bourbon trail. Um, but recently I bought the bottled in bond, the last of the Mellencamp bottles. Let's see, it's right here. The label's kind of spooky, but that's the bottle. I don't like the fact that the screen's backwards, but I guess it is what it is, right? But that's a really good bottle. And most of the time when it comes to hard truth, I'm more of a rye guy, and I suppose, I thought I was more of a rye guy all the way around, but man, there's some really good bourbon. But that's their bottle and bond, and I think with them, what I really like about them is the sweet mash. And one of my first bottles in my journey was Wilderness Trail, and I got into that whole concept of what is a sweet mash, and what the difference between the sweet mash and the sour mash. And I think that if you are somebody who appreciates a single barrel, that you'd be more of a person that would be into the whole sweet mash concept, because it's not the same thing every time. But yeah, anything that I've ever had sweet mash rye, yeah, it's good stuff. It's interesting because my dad is a member of the Indiana Moose, and they did a pick. The Indiana Moose did a pick at Hard Truth, and he went to what became his local, because they actually closed the one that was closest to him. And they had a bottle of it there. They had 3, because they distributed the pick to all the moose in Indiana, and they had 3 bottles there. And Dad bought one of them, and I don't know if it's just the overall clientele that were very unfamiliar with Hard Truth, but we liked it so much that he went back and he bought the other 2, so he got all of that stuff. And yeah, that sweet mash rye from Hard Truth is good stuff. Another place that's really good for their rye is and I know it's not theirs, but Pursuit United. Man, I don't know if you saw the short that I did from Dad and my visit to Pursuit. It's one of the first ones that I did when I started the channel. But that was fun. It was weird because I thought we'd actually be like in the bottle area, and be able to thieve and we did. Don't get me wrong, we did thieve the barrels when we filled our bottles. But I thought the whole experience would be thieving into the glass and stuff like that, and that may have been what they did at their previous location. And I think they still use that for barrel storage. But this time you go into a room and you sit down, and they've got all 3 bourbons and 3 ryes that are already poured out for you, and you test them, and then you decide how you want to mix, if you want to mix, and then you thieve to fill the barrel. But on the whole, it was a really fun time. And Dad and I went down. It was a special promotion from them because I'm in their P Club, and it was a blast. And that was the same trip that I picked up. Goodness gracious, what is going on here? The same trip that we stopped at Old Forester, and I got a bottle of their 117 extra old, and that's good stuff if you haven't had it. Uh, Boy, I've been talking, right? But I suppose that's the whole purpose of having a live stream. Who wants to tune in and watch it? You just stare at the screen and say nothing. Oh yeah, I agree. I don't know that I have found an Old Forester product that I don't like. Some people will say, "Oh, I like this, but I don't like that." I like 19. Was it? How did what did I hear somebody say? I like the 1920 until I drank the 1910. Now I don't like the 1920 anymore, and it's like I can't imagine not just loving everything from Old Forester. Um, and although it's not, I mean, the King of Kentucky is it? I mean, it's Brown Forman, and Brown Forman owns Old Forester, but is it made by Old Forester? I don't know this stuff. That's the noob still in me. Ah, okay. Well, maybe that's something I'll research. But I mean, I love Brown Forman in general. The only thing that kind of bothers me about Brown Forman is Woodford. I love Woodford stuff, but I think they've gotten a little nuts on their pricing. I would love to try their double oaked. Never going to buy it because I don't believe it's a $200 bottle. Um, the sweet oak. We went down when we were down the last day that we were on the trail this last time. It was actually our anniversary. We stopped at Woodford, and I walked in there, and I looked at their list of prices and stuff like that, and I said, "Nope, not buying anything." I mean, if I have something, if I try something, and it's like, yeah, I will pay that much for a bottle, then yeah, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna. You're not gonna see me spend that kind of money without having tried it because their prices are insane. Um, I was telling somebody, you got the regular Woodford uh, that comes in at what is it, like $35 for yeah, the Master Keep, yeah, the Master stuff, yeah, they have gotten out of hand. Oh, really? They made a barrel proof rye? Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna have to break my own rule. We at least have to try it. Have to try it. And we're gonna have to put it up against yeah, gonna have to put it up against the Jack Daniels, and I'll tell you another barrel proof rye that is really really good, and it's crazy because it's like a nobody. I mean, well, I shouldn't say it's a nobody because I don't mean to offend anybody, um, but it's not like Jack or Wild Turkey or Beam or anything like that. The Filmland. Have you had the Filmland stuff? Like what the I think the rye is called Rise of the Robots, and it's got the old like 50 style or 60 style movie poster kind of thing. Um, they've got Rise of the Robots, and they have Rise of the Robots extended cut, and the extended cut is their barrel proof, and that was remarkably good. I thought that was really really good. I mean, not. I mean, it won't stand toe to toe with the Jack Daniels barrel proof, but it was a really good rye. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start talking to people. Get a See if I can talk to somebody. The different people that we're already talking with on Discord. They're in different areas. Like maybe get a bottle of. Yeah, it's. I don't. I don't get the whole. You know, you can get, what is it? You can get 13th Colony in Kentucky, and you can get it in Michigan, but you can't get it between it in Ohio. I just, it blows me away. Distribution is nuts. So when you come in, Jason, are you planning on? I mean, it's going to be a road trip. Is going to be? Is this going to be, road and flying? I mean, how are you doing this? Because I was remarkably surprised. Dad had stopped, and we have a video about it. Dad stopped at a little craft place in Illinois, and I mean, just a little podunk hole in the wall place, and their stuff's really, really good. It's called Witness Distillery. It's in Vandalia, Illinois, and that was really good. There's another flying in too far to drive for Idaho. Conference for 3 days and spend the rest of the time touring it. Nice. So when you say touring the area, how far out you talking about going? Now is the conference like Louisville, or is it close to Louisville? I mean, what's your kind of your radius there? Because, I mean, if it's Louisville, you're going to have a lot of fun. Because it's funny, because the first time we went to the trail, I was barely into bourbon. And, downtown at the convention. Oh, is that what they call it, the Yum Center in Louisville? That KFC Yum Center or something like that? Or are you talking about one of the other places? But yeah, that Yum Center is like, walking distance from just about, like all of Whiskey Row. Well, I guess it's big enough that it looks like walking distance. Walking distance for young feet, younger feet like yours.
A golf cart would be great.
Oh yeah, that would be actually perfect. If we could take a golf cart and do a golf cart in downtown Louisville, I'd be set. But the first time we went down there, Wild Turkey wasn't even on my radar. And now, if I go within 50 miles, if I'm traveling anywhere and go within 50 miles of Wild Turkey, we're stopping at Wild Turkey. Yeah, there's a couple places down there, but the one that pops in my head the first is the Yum Center. Hey, I am out of this, so let's see what I got to put in the cup now. Good. Okay. Nope. All right. Well, I'll put this in the glass while I'm waiting for Jason to come back. Yep. I was not aware that I could do lives. So this is kind of cool.
Sounds like it's going good.
I mean, nobody's in here right now, but that's cool.
Okay.
Staying at the Galt House. Okay, I recognize that name. Yeah, that's like, if I'm not mistaken, that's right
I remember that.
I think one of the sides of that is right there on Main Street, the main drag Whiskey Row. So yeah, that'll be cool. If I'm not mistaken, that's down
Is it G?
by I think it's just GALT. I think that was down on the other, or I should say on the. Was that down by more like by Old Forester? Wife is checking right now.
It's okay. I gotta figure out which way I'm looking at the map. I'm assuming I'm looking north. So it is one.
By the way, while she's figuring that out, I went ahead and put that.
It's a couple blocks from Evan Williams.
Oh, really?
A couple blocks east and then north. One block. One, yeah.
To go
It's
to.
closer to the river. It's close to the
So-
riverboat.
Okay, so it's on the north side of Maine.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 4th Street.
Okay,
North
so
4th
you're actually like almost like dead center Whiskey Row.
It's right near the riverboat.
She said it's really close to the riverboats and Evan Williams. So Evan Williams is kind of, you know, I mean, it's not central to the ones that are there, but if you figure in like Angel's Envy and Old Forester that are further down on the east end, because let's see, Evan Williams is real close to the Pursuit and much closer to I mean, Michter's isn't that far, and the Bardstown Tasting Room and Green River's down there now, and that new Green River place is really nice. We picked up a bottle at 250th anniversary there, and that was really good. Yeah, you'll definitely want to take out a loan and bring a suitcase, because I mean, there's some. I will say that unless you hit Bardstown right at the release of one of their special ones, you know, whether it's like the Hokkaido or the what was the one, what they call the one that was made from the same wood that they did for Notre Dame. I forget what they called that one. Unless you hit it right there, you're not going to find that stuff. You won't find it there. Depending on the time, you might luck into going to Michter's and having a 10 be there. I'm not exactly sure what their release schedule is, but I mean, I don't think that we were at a regular release time for the 10 bourbon that I got. And the only catch is that when you buy it, and I think it's the case all the time, it was in a double pack with a bottle of just their regular, which fortunately I like. So I mean, it wasn't like I wasted any money, but I think it was for the two bottles. I think it was like $260 to get both of those, and I didn't think that was that bad. But yeah, while you were off the stream, I poured that Joseph Magnus. Oh my! That smells really good. And strangely enough, it doesn't smell like a rye. I figure I might as well run with that one. Oh my goodness. There's a handful of wizards in this industry, and I think Nancy Fraley is one of them. My God, that's good. My God, that's good. Now, do you know? I know that, I mean, as far as I know, she's still doing the Joseph Magnus stuff for them. But I mean, isn't she mostly down at Still Austin now? Isn't she? which doesn't make me mad because I love Still Austin too. Oh my goodness. That is so good. Mm. And I always, let's see if I remember. The one that's at Still Austin is called. I always get this and Tanyard Hill mixed up. I think it's called Tanager, and I'm not exactly sure what that Tanager is. But I mean, if it's as good as the rest of the Still Austin stuff, I've got it. There's a guy that lives in San Antonio that through Discord got me a bottle of the Still Austin Cask Strength that was a store pick down there, and it is amazing. But I was at Total Wine on the way back from Little Nashville, and I bought one of those little shooter bottles of just regular Still Austin bourbon, straight bourbon, and that was good too. So if you got a store pick and just a regular bourbon that are both good, I mean, obviously one's going to be markedly better flavor-wise and stuff like that, but if both of those are good, I mean, you just have to assume that everything that they're going to kick out, unless it's a one-off, is you're going to love. If you watch a blind that I did that had Balcones in it, I was scared of that bottle because I've heard so many people say that Balcones is bad, and not to my experience. But I have noticed that I am totally wired for Texas whiskey. So now I've got that Cask Strength Still Austin. I've got an Iron Root Harbinger, which is a Blind Barrels special batch. I've got the Balcones. I think I've got one more. I can't. Oh, Garrison Brothers. Garrison Brothers Balmorea. That was a special purchase of mine. When we went this last time, I said I want to buy special bottles, and I've got the Balmorea at Total Wine on the way down to Louisville, and I've just determined that I am wired for Texas whiskey. So I'm getting ready to do a blind of that too. Yeah, so good. But I would like to see if I can crown a champion in at least the Texas whiskey that I've got. And I've heard some bad things about some. I mean, the likelihood that you're going to like everything that somebody makes is low. Even though Still Austin seems to have proved that wrong. The was it? They got one called Baby Blue. Garrison Brothers, or yeah, the Balcones has Baby Blue, and then they have the True Blue is the one that I have that is just amazing, and it's a store pick from a place in New York City of all things. Nick Lapadula hooked me up on that, and on the sample and on that bottle. I was kind of hoping for a bottle of the same pick that he got, but I mean, who knows how long he's had it, and if that pick was even still available. But what I really love is the fact that since the one that I had in the blind and the one that I purchased through him were both good. That just gives me a real good feeling that pretty much everything that they make in barrel strength is going to be good for me. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a blind of that to see what I like best on the Texas whiskey front. I mean, it's a real hard call. I gotta send you a sample of this Iron Root Harbinger that they call it I think they call it the smallest batch. It was a batch that was specifically gotten for their. I'm having a Matt Porter moment. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. It was especially gotten for blind barrels, and dude, this stuff is so good. If you do blind barrels, I'll just I'll send you a sample of it because man, it's so good. But hey, let's see what time we got here. Been on for an hour. It is 8:30. I know that it's late in your day, but it's not as, or it's early in your day, but it's not as early as in mine. Um, I think that for now, I'm going to probably get off of here. Um, Dude, I appreciate you very, very much, and Dad can't say Dad can't say enough good things about you after the awesome things that you sent that he's tried. But I guess for now I'll get off of here, and we're gonna talk. We talk on Discord all the time. Um, but for now, I think I am going to enjoy this, the rest of this Joseph Magnus. And oh, okay. Well, then that works then. Yeah, this has been fun. I didn't even know I could go live. I thought there was a certain number of subs that I had to have to go live, and I'm just happy that I can do that. And it was awesome, 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 triple awesome that you could be on here as well. There have been other people that have popped in from time to time, but I do very much appreciate you and your support and the awesome whiskey that you send. So I guess until I do this again, and I think I got the bug. So I probably will do this again, and I'm going to learn more about all the stuff of going live and all that kind of stuff. But appreciate you, sir. Until next time, cheers, buddy.